Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Beautiful ignited souls, thank you for joining us as we are on this ship. Now, I'm just being instructed more or less to do this video, and I am hoping that Spirit's just working through me because I'm just paying attention right now. But all I know to really tell you that we are, oh, Spirit has just reminded me. I am instructed to just go into telling you about this 144,000 chosen. Now, I know a lot of things, as I have said in the scriptures, does really explain about the levels of dialogue, the levels of information, the levels of language. It's like the Queen's English, for instance. I can't speak the Queen's English, and there are different levels of this English. Although I come under that title, if you like, or culture, whatever it is, but there are different compartments, different levels, different, and so on. So one of the things we have been speaking a lot. I've come across a couple people or couple videos on the 144,000. Now let me say something, and because my role here is to give it to you, and we break the law of silence as it is. As we get it, and that's what everyone else does, but perhaps they are feeling in another compartment, another they speaking the language for their audience, and likewise here, this is what I am divinely guided to do. So first of all, let me welcome you if you're new to this channel. Of course, I have been doing a lot through divine intelligence, a lot about the Bible, discovering a lot of information through the sacred language of numerology. I was about to throw the Bible when everything started coming up. It's like dough we had baked, and it's taken its rise, and now it gets its heat. That's what it's about. So, of course, I didn't really think that the 144,000 was actually was what it actually said. I actually thought perhaps I would play with the numerology and it would have been some other figure and something else. But Spirit has really told me, yes, it is 144,000 chosen. Over the weekend, because I've had a spiritual bath, and a lot of things happen when you're under the shower. It's not just me. I've heard a lot of people say that. And so I had this revelation of someone who is the same birthday as me, meaning that they're the date of their birthday, the same date, which is the 15th, that they have the date, and of course the same life path number. They also have the same soul urge number. It was really like a little bit, crazy when I found out, especially this is someone I've known for a while, but this is what happens with numerology. I find that our personalities seem very contrasting, although we get on great. But also it's that I practice, or I have a spiritual practice or regime, or I'm always doing something for personal development, whereas this person expresses the opposite. So I was quite surprised when Spirit came or told me that this person actually is one of the 144,000 chosen. So that I thought, no, I've got to double check, because yes, we get on, but it's almost like thinking, I don't think you're going where I'm going. you know but Here's the thing we need to pay attention to when people get very, very spiritual about all of the 144,000 chosen. It's like everything else, we are on a ship. You may be a passenger, you may be an engineer, you may be an electrician. There are going to be different roles that people are going to play out on this new shape, the earth shape, this new dimension. So this is what has come to me, that I think it is very important that we do not get over our heads with thinking that or judging people who may not seem to have a kind of practice like we do, or who may not seem to be a light or appear to be a light worker. On the other hand, that person may just be the person to say, "Oh, I'll make you a cup of tea while you're doing this." They are performing a role. They are still performing a role. Would you like a cup of tea? Or I'll get it shopping for you, or whatever it is. So they are also going to be on the us ship. I call it us ship, the fifth dimension. Now, they may not even be aware, because they are tagging along with you. They are not aware that they are actually traveling or actually evolving or actually telling you. They may not be aware that that is happening. Another thing that has been revealed to me, that all the people, I found it and I'm guided to say it, so I'll go with it, because one of the things that I have agreed to do is pay attention. All the people who are going or moving into the fifth dimension have got the life path number 8. 8, which coincides with, just as we have, for instance, because this plays out on different levels. It's the story, it's the level of evolution. We have done many videos to show that the 8th cycle, this is on the 8th cycle where things break, where things are made and things are broken, if you like. There is a demarcation. So when the gods of the 14 gods said, for instance, "Let us make man in our image after our likeness," I am going to see, I may have it here. Right. So it is on the 8th, "Let us make man." This is on the 8th entry. Now, this is something not many people might be able to see, but I have made videos on it. You can see the 369 of Nikola Tesla's advocation here. You could see as well at the end with the 11, master 11 number, the master number 11. And "Let there be light." You could see that coincides as well with the number 14. I believe that this is the verse number, or well, "Let there be light" was in 3, and this is also 14. So I'm just showing you this, that the number 8, which is on here as well, is not something that is just, it forms, it is a cycle, it is a demarcation that something needs to be broken and to be rebuilt. Just like Moses, I have done video on Moses. Please watch those videos so you can get to understand that we take on the characteristic or energetic vibration that really, if you like, or plays out in our lives by playing out the role, acting the role. So Moses, or God, if you like, was taking another step, another shape, another evolution, which everything has been done, but we are role playing again. This is why the word "set" equals 8. This is why the word "eat," which formed the whole story of Adam and Eve, because something was eaten. They ate a fruit. And that word, which equals 8, formed a whole new cycle. So this is what it is with people moving on to the fifth dimension. Everyone's moving on to the fifth dimension has got the number 8 as their life path number. This is what I have been given. Number 8 forms a very strong part of the person's makeup, because they have to move into a new dimension, a new shape. 8 is the most, if you like, flexible, or the curve, because that's just to give us a representation of it's like a zero. You could take the 8 and the zero, or a rubber band, you twist it, it looks like an 8. Now another thing that has been given to me is on these people who are moving into the fifth dimension. You may notice my hands, and this is quite visible. This is another message that I am given. So if you have got a life path number 8, and putting your palms together, and these lines match, like you could see my hands here, for instance, let's see. Yeah, so you could see all the lines matching on your digits, on your hands, and even in the palms, but they just shift slightly around here. But all here are matching. All these lines are matching, like they really match. It's a sign that you are coming into your balance. It's a sign that you have formed that full cycle. It's just as though there were two ends of a thread, or a cord, or something, or like when I was in textiles, for instance, and there were lines or checkered lines or pattern, but the patterns can be joined perfectly, and there will, even if there was a seam, meaning a line was stitched, it would not be so visible because the lines are matching. So this would be matching perfectly. So this is a physical representation, or a mark that would tell you that you are one of the chosen. So there are two things that you would know that you are chosen, is that you've got a life path number 8, and the palms of your hands, and there are more signs, but the palms of your hands, the lines do match all round. So give thanks. That's it. And yeah, I'm trying to I'm just going along with it, as I'm divinely guided to do. That's what happens when you have healed yourself, and accept that you are a conduit of divine creativity, because we are all here for a purpose. Now, I will add is, even though you may not be one of the chosen, doesn't mean that you sit back and say, oh, no, 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 whatever. You are also performing a role. You are also performing. Okay, love, 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 and loving vibrations.